Okay, students, now we are in the second video lecture of our third unit organizing in our pencil of management paper. So already we have completed the 2 unit video lecture and 1 unit of organizing topic. So in the first unit, we have discussed about the what is organizing and what are the importance of organizing and what is the various type of organizing that we have discussed in detail in the first video lecture. You all of you just recall the previous topics what we have discussed in the first video lecture of unit 3. So span of management. So our next topic today we are going to discuss on span of management. Span of management is also called as the span of control or span of supervision. It refers to the number of subordinates that reports directly to a single manager. Two types of span: narrow span of management, wider span. Tall organization, manager oversees few subordinate, better communication. Example: Candy Craft, Ivory Work. Wide span of management, flat organization, managers oversees large number of subordinate, less overhead cost. Example: large firms. So the structure indicate the looks like the flow diagram. That is the difference between the organization A and B, how they are utilizing the span of control. Factors determining the span of management is nature of work, ability of the manager, capacity of the subordinate, degree of decentralization of quality of planning, staff assistant, communication technique, time available for the work. So departmentation, it is the process of grouping individual job into departmentation. So types of departmentation is departmentation by function, departmentation by work, departmentation done by the function. CEO, production, finance, marketing, personnel or the various categories in the based on the function. Merits and demerits of the departmentalization is provide scope of specialization, eliminate cost of duplication, effective control over performance, facilitate delegation of authority, interdependent conflicts, difficulties. So departmentation by product, it is suitable for different line of product. So these show the structures of based on the product. Product A, product B, product C. Merits, it reduces problem of coordination, it leads to specialization, performance evaluation can be done easily, it is flexible and adaptable to change. Demerits, changes of duplication is more, there are many unutilization. Territorial and geographical departmentation. So it is based on the area where the when several activities of an enterprise are geographically dispersed in different location, territorial or geographical activities. Merits, it help in achieving benefits of local operation, better coordination of the activities, provide the effective span of control, facilitate expansion of the business to various regions, departmentation by customer. Each department will serve to the particular type of class of customer. Board of director, managing director, finance, marketing, marketing in wholesale, export, retail. Merits and demerits. Offer scope of specialization. Enterprise gain your ultimate knowledge about the need of various categories of customer. Lead to duplication. Process or equipment. So the E grouped according to the process of equipment. It is generally used to manufacturing industries. Proper utilization of manpower and machine engaged in proper way. Time and number departmentation. The activities are group of basis on time. Example, call center or any factory. Number, the activities group on basis of performance by certain number of persons. Centralization and decentralization. Fayol has introduced the 14th principle management, which are very dynamic in nature. Among those 8 principles, centralization and decentralization is very important. Centralization is the systematic and consistent restoration of the authority at a central point in an organization. The implication of centralization can be restoration of decision-making power at a top level, restoration of operating authority with the middle-level manager, restoration of operation at the lower level at the direction. What are the factors influencing centralization? A level of diversity of product lines, nature of growth, nature of business, quality of executives, management by experts. Advantages of centralized organization structure. So it is uniformity in action, personal leadership, flexibility, improved quality of work, better coordination. Disadvantages of centralized organization structure is delay in work, remote control, no loyalty, no secrecy, no special attention. Decentralization is a systematic delegation of authority at all levels of management. The new era of decentralization shows the slide. Decentralization, closer link with the people, demonstration and accountability, most transparency, etc. Advantages of decentralized organization structure: distribution of burden of top executive, increased motivation and morale, generate efficiency and output, that is greater efficiency and output, diversification of activities. Disadvantages of decentralized organization structure is high cost, no specialization, need specialists, no uniformation, no equitable distribution of work, control system, type of system. What are the factors affecting decentralization? Size of the organization, large or small, constant importance of the decision, uniformity, history of the organization, management of philosophy, availability of work. Job design. Job design taking care the important work in the organizing, because for the effective outcome the job should be designed in the job. The process of designing on the job design is the process of designing on the content, what is to be manufactured. In terms technique system exist between these. Approaches to the job design is engineering approach, problem human relationship approach, job characteristic approach, and socio-technical approach. So based on the various job characteristic model, job characteristic, psychological need, outcome. Based on this, we are characterize the job model, feedback from job, knowledge of the result, factors affecting the job designing. First one is the environmental factor, organizational factor, behavioral factor. So all these things, three, you are utilized in the job design and then get the feedback. Based on the feedback, we will decide. Organizational factor, environmental factor, and behavioral factor. Method and techniques of job design: work simplification, work rotation, job enlargement, work scheduling. Job bandwidth. So job bandwidth is how the approach is to job design is narrow and broad job design. So job enrichment loads the job vertical job loading, greater responsibility, greater autonomy, more immediate feedback to the individual of a group. So these are all the topics we have discussed in the second part of our Unit 3 video lecture. If you have any doubt, you can raise your questions. Any questions? Okay, now we conclude the this topic.